Good afternoon. Thank you everybody for coming and braving the elements. For those of you who do not know me, I am Lisa Barranda, Michael's wife. And if somebody had told me 10 or 20 years ago that I would be standing up here and introducing anybody as a political candidate, let alone my own husband, I would have laughed and said that they were crazy. My background is in education, so give me a classroom of high school students or preschool students or even the elementary or my Girl Scout troop. I am in my element and my comfort zone. Talking amongst peers and community leaders and community members, it's a little bit foreign to me, so please bear with me. However, that is exactly where Michael excels, is amongst his community members and those community leaders. And we moved to Fort Wayne over a decade ago, and in Fort Wayne we have grown to love the community. We are extremely happy here. Our children are both in the public schools. We love the parks. We couldn't be happier. It's a great place to raise a family. But that being said, Michael is never content to take the status quo with anything. When we met, he was always very, very involved with the community, volunteering, giving back his time, and making sure that he was putting forth the effort and doing the groundwork for things. When we graduated and moved here, things were no different. He immediately got involved in Young Leaders of Northeast Indiana and volunteered more hours than I would ever like to admit doing that. He has been on so many different boards, St. Joe Hospital Board, the Notre Dame Club of Fort Wayne, active in the Allen County Right to Life, numerous things that I can't begin to count off because I know I'll leave things out. He wants to have his hand in things. He wants to be involved. He wants to make it a better community. He worked extremely hard with doing that and got to a point where he realized that there's only so much he can do behind the scenes to really make more of an effort. He needed to get actively involved in the political side of things. I was terrified when he brought that to me 3 years ago. And I'm slow to change and slow to accept things, but when he ran his campaign last year at state representative, I was amazed with the dedication, the feedback, the miles that he put on his car and feet, was literally talking to thousands of residents door to door. He really wants to listen. He wants to not just be a stereotypical politician, but to really be a political servant. And that was humbling and endearing to me to see that. And so we really grew as a couple because of that, and I learned a whole new side of him and never thought that I would be supporting somebody in politics, but I could not be happier to introduce to you now my husband, Michael Barranda, the next Republican City Council at-large member.
Wow. I asked Lisa last night to if she wouldn't mind introducing me, and as she said, you probably couldn't tell, but as she said, she was very nervous, and this wasn't her thing, but obviously the way that she represents herself, and certainly me, you could never tell that that's not her kind of thing. I learned a couple things while on the campaign trail. One is to put your best foot forward, and two, my best foot forward is Lisa. So, I started with her, and I really I love her and the support that I get from her and my entire family, and what has been this new adventure in trying to serve our community through public service, through public office. A few folks I see have walked in here. I just want to thank for being here. Kathy Humbarger, Allen County Right to Life, one of the true champions of our community. We're lucky to have you. Derek Pilley running for clerk, Jason Arp running for city council, Russ Yale, councilman, thank you for being here. Commissioner Peters, thank you for being here. And Councilman John Crawford, thank you very much for being here. And also, a wonderful thanks to Ken Freeze, and another wonderful public servant who has graciously agreed to be my chairman for my campaign. We both ran really strong races recently, and I think we fed off of each other and our ability to really put it all on the line to try to serve our community and try to find ways that we can continue to serve our community. So I'm really honored and humbled to have Mr. Freeze as my chairman, and I think we're all looking forward to his future service in our community. As for me, I keep things simple. I said it, almost a year ago today. In fact, last year, tomorrow would be 1 year ago when I announced my bid for state representative. And when I did say that, when I announced my bid, I said, I promise to bring principled conservative stands on issues while trying to raise the level of political discourse in our community. And today I'm here to announce that I've continued on with that commitment, and I hope that we can all continue on that commitment together, because I hope to serve our community. My wife has said a whole bunch of things, so I won't continue on with my dedication to the community, but I do hope to serve our community for Fort Wayne City Council at large, and look forward to serving the community. Thank you very much.